Hello there, my name is António Pires, real estate agent in central Portugal, Castelo Branco, and today I'm in the region of Ladoeiro, the land of watermelon and other things. Today I'm here to show you a property of 7,000 square meters with a construction that cannot be transformed or put in the papers as a house, but you can do whatever you want with that construction, okay? Or you put a removable structure in here and you can use it as your permanent for living here. So the access are good. Basically I came from this road here behind me, and a normal car with a little bit cleaning, a normal car can be here only to take this grass, because the rest, the path is good. Where you see that in there, there's a tarmac road in there, so it's only this part of land that you have to come with in the dirt road. In here, then you have the construction, you have vines, you have fig trees, orange trees, you have a lot of fruit, a lot. I will show you in the property. And then you have a construction and have land. We are in the area of regadio. What that means? That means that you have water in every point of the property, okay? You have a lot of water. The property is all fenced and have this access from where I enter and another entrance from the other point, okay? And then you have a construction that, as I told you, cannot be transformed in the papers into an habitation because we are in a REN area. I can explain if you want after what that means, but for you only need to know that the construction, you can live here, you can transform physically in something that you can live, bring some or a removable structure, but this construction cannot be transformed into habitation on the papers, okay? So, any doubts, send me an email or a WhatsApp, okay? Let's see the property, come along with me. So this is the access. In this side you already have here, that house is already from the neighbor. We are selling, maybe is willing to sell because this is half of an article, okay? We are selling this part and the other part is that neighbor from that side. I think he's willing to sell, but at the moment we are only sell this property. So as you can see, there's a fence, the property is all fence. I have here, immediately when we came, we have here point of water. And we have here a beautiful vegetable garden, okay? With vines in there, I don't know how you call it, but we call favas. Then we have a lot of orange trees in the property. Okay, we can start it here, nas pareiras, okay, a lot of vines too, a lemon tree, these beautiful orange trees are very sweet. In here I think there are peach trees, so fruit, there's a lot, so a lot of fruit trees. There's a windmill in there, that's why this noise. And water is running from the canals, so you have canals from bringing the water from this side. All is water in the property, okay? In here we have the construction that I always told you, but I don't have the keys, so these are two divisions. I will try to put here some photos, but this was the construction. This is almost here about 60 years, so but at the moment I think it's not possible to legalize into habitation, but you can do whatever you want. In here I cannot show you, it's not possible, but this is only open space divided in here, another open space, okay? At the moment is you only use it for agriculture stuff. This was where they put the animals in here, like pigs, chickens, and the rest is used as storage. Of course, nobody forbids you that transform the construction in something else. Take that roof and put it a little bit bigger and transform it in something else. Okay. In here, I don't know if, I think it's the apple tree, and you see the fence very clear. You have here a construction, but it's from the neighbor. I will try to see if the neighbor, I think he probably wants to sell too, but is another perspective. Okay. At the moment we are checking this property, that this half of the article that have 7,000 square meters. Okay. The property is consisting of terraces going down. From that side is the nearby the construction is where they do the vegetable garden. In here this where they put watermelons in here, because we are in the in Ladoeiro. This is a well-known in here. Sorry, watermelons was here. This is a well-known region for watermelons and melons too. So the property goes like this, terraces and terraces. Have olive trees, a lot of them. So you will have a very nice incoming of olive oil. And from this side there's some vines. The property can be manageable with a tractor, a little small tractor that can manage these terraces. Is what they do. At this time of year we have more grass because it was raining and making sun, raining sun, so this grass is normal because the grass grows very fast at this time of year. You have here more vines, all of these lines of olives, and then you have some fruit trees. This one I'm not sure if this what type of tree, but it's another fruit tree. And then you have here in the middle of the property that this type of area is crossed by canal, what we call regadio. Okay, you have here another points of water that's crossing the property that goes under, so you can use the water, but you have how you say it, not a pump, what we call torneira. I will remember me in the after. Okay, what the point of water that I show you in the beginning, you have more points of water. Okay, another, I don't know, I seems to be a peach tree, and you have more. So if you want to come from this side, you have another entrance on the back, because in here to cross this canal you have here a bridge, and then you have another one in there, so you can put here bridges to cross from one place to another. Okay, so this is the biggest flat area in here, and from that side to the canal we are going to descend there. Now we are going up again. It makes here like a valley. The olive trees of course need to be pruned, but they are producing. The owners take here their olive oil, and we are starting to going up. Everything is fenced. The water is always coming from this side and going to the canal. In here we have more olive trees, and there's the construction in there. Okay, and in here we have what we call romanzeiras. I think it's give a pomegranate, if I'm not mistaken. It's a big fruit with like cement, very red in the middle. A lot of them. I think it's pomegranate, but I could be mistaken. I will put it in the video. Okay, all of this, and then you have here this part is where the end. And then you have here another access. As you can see, there is this. It's the same. You can enter here with a car, go in that part, and go into the tarmac road. You see that postal of electricity is where the tarmac road pass, so it's very close. Coming here with the car, bringing something to this part of the property, and collect it or do it something. Okay. So in here we have some fruit trees too, another fruit trees, a lot of them. You have cork trees. And more trees in here of fruit. A fig tree. From this side you can see the extension of the property. Okay, is where the house entered from that side. And there was the Jeep is. But you see in here, from this side is much more quiet because of the windmill. In here we have another, I'm trying to see if this is a pear tree or I think it's an apple tree. From this, yes, I think it's an apple tree. But you have a lot of fruit. In here you have another, this is, oh, this I know what it is. It's Deixe. I already know but I put the name on the video. Okay, very sweet fruit. This will, in a couple of months, you will have here a natural fence with this. Give a nice fig too. You have to be careful with the spikes, but they are very, very sweet. So even here you have another entrance to another point of water. You have a point of water that enters here. So that's another property, but that's another point of water. Here you have another fig tree, another fig tree. This is a land that is very, very fertile land. Another fig tree, another one, another one. You have here a lot of fruit trees. And you have a beautiful space. Close to the village, but at the same time, this is the noise you get. And today is a windy day, so, but if you take the sound of the windmill, I think it's a windmill that you say, this is the noise you get, so a very quiet place. And basically we are in the limits of the village. Okay. In here you have some more vines too, but more basically is olive trees. Right. Crickets, the sound, and then here the property expands. So in here was like this, making like this side and then this side, and in here opens. And you have here more what we call Deixe, the same as the other one. Very sweet fruits. I have to see where I put my shoes, because this is a property that have a lot of water. As you see, this is the canal passing by, so water always, you will always have water. The water, you can redirect the water from wherever you want, and you will always have water. Water never ends in this property. Okay. In here we have, I was trying to see if this is what type of fruit trees. There's so many that I lost my account of what type of fruit tree is it. But there's a lot. Another one. That construction is already from the neighbor. The limit, and two more. Trying to find. This is the same. This is Deixe. And then we get to the part of the canal from this side. Okay. Again, crossing here. Fig trees, more fig trees. You have here fruit to eat and to sell. You can sell your excedent of fruit. This is one of the property they have a lot of fruit trees, a lot. You cannot eat every single one because there are so many. Look at these beautiful ones. These flowers at this time of year. Very, very beautiful. And then we have here almost a bridge. Let's see if I don't fall. Oh, crossing. But you can do here something different. This was only to the owner to cross. You can put here a normal bridge, more stable, and to cross, of course, like the other one. The other one is very stable, bridge. Okay, so continue. We are going taking around the property, and we are going up again. Another Ladoeiro. More fruit trees, more fruit trees. It's almost fruit trees everywhere. Where use this one too. I love this. These ones is what we call Nespreira. So I love this type of fruit. Another, this one. This could be a Pereira. I don't know. So many that I lost the track. More vines too. So you have here. You can make here your own wine, your own olive oil. Because as you see, there's a lot of olive trees. Getting to the point where you started. In here is the area that they used to agriculture, more close to the construction. Watermelons, melon, and then here the other vegetables. As you see, have here vine, have here potatoes. They have here garlics, different things that I don't know the name in English, like favas. I try to show you here the point of water. Okay, you remember where we enter? The point of water here, so you have water to every single to the single property. Okay, as you can see, they have here. This is what we call favas, and have here strawberries. They have here more things planted. Look at this size of this orange, beautiful ones. And you don't need a ladder because they are not tall, so you can collect from each point. This I think is garlic, onions. You can plant here whatever you want. Okay, and that's it. And let's make a resume. Basically, it's 7,000 square meters. I'm trying to not to put so many things that I don't want to step in anything. 7,000 square meters, an entrance that it is possible to come here with a normal car. Water, this never ends, because in here is the zone of regadio. The construction cannot be transformed into habitation on the papers, but physically you can do whatever you want. Nobody is going to come here and take it apart. The neighbor did it. The neighbor did it with that. From behind me, they built from the scratch house in there. So nobody comes here and take the things apart. But you will not have habitation license, and you will not have the paper legalized as a house. Okay, but you can do it. There's nobody coming here to. You will not be illegal, but you can have different types. So you can live into the property with like a caravan or removable structure, and then transform that into something that is habitable. I'm just taking this because it started to rain. I'm going to put myself on the Jeep because of the camera, only for that. And basically is like that. So 7,000 square meters, a construction that, as I told you, cannot be transformed into habitation on the papers. You don't have a habitation license, but you have here a lot of potential to agriculture, to be here like a removable structure that you can put here, and you can transform that part. Or if you want, you can buy a house on the village, and then this could be your farm. You can have a house in there to have the habitation license, and then you have here the farm to come in, passing here barbecue, transform this into with a barbecue, transform this with like normal things do, to come here at the end of the day, the weekends with friends, make here a pool, that's kind of things. Okay, If you have any doubts or if you want any information, please, my contacts are on the video and on the description. Okay? See you soon and see you in the next video. Bye bye.